All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have the man here, Tony Marzhew.
Marzhew.
Ma-
Marzhew.
Marzhew.
Yeah.
I didn't know you say it like that.
Oh yeah.
Where's the last name from?
Oh, it's German last name.
Hey. Oh well, welcome out to
Thanks,
my podcast
Toss.
today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here with me. I'll just kick things off. And we'll peel a bit of layers back and just take you right back to the very beginning of how you started, eh? So I think we'll start off with how we crossed paths, how we met.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with your story or I can start with my story? Doesn't matter.
I'll start.
Yeah, you start. And then maybe
Yeah.
I'll add on to the back
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Because I started following you, I think around 2020.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I started following you because I seen some of your work, especially your wedding stuff. So I was following you for a bit, and this was on my old page, iPhone Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
And then like every now and then I'll hit you, like I'll send you a message, just to get like some advice, and like you're good. Like you'd always message back, give some tips, advice here and there. And then one day we were at this CrossFit comp.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that you were doing CrossFit too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yo. And at the time, I wasn't doing CrossFit, but most of the boys were. And then we went to, this was like 2 years later, we went to a CrossFit comp.
Yeah.
And then I saw you with the core team. And I remember you coming up. And you were with Izzy, CJ and that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, holy, there's Mark. And I came up to you and it's like, hey, Savos. And he's like, hey. Hey. Nah, but that's my fault because I never showed my face ever on my page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, nah, this guy doesn't know me. And then you clicked, and then I was like, oh, iPhone Mars.
Yeah. No, that was pretty much it. Yeah. Because I remember that one really like very, very clear. Yeah, it was the butterfly comp. Hey,
Yeah,
and so
butterfly,
your boys, Mr. performed.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first time. Was it the first actual CrossFit comp you guys actually performed at?
Yeah, that was our first.
Yeah, bro. And then from there, Torian, hey, holy.
Yes.
And even on the footy games, like you guys have showed up in a lot of like other spaces now. But that was like, I remember.
Yeah, that was the first.
I remember, that was your first. And so, in your group of boys, there's a few there that I know. But CJ, I know really well. And Leo? Yeah.
Are you family with Leo?
Yeah, family of Leo. Yeah. Shout out to you, Leo. But I remember that one. Like I was filming because I think that was my first. Sorry, not my first. That was my wife's first comp.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was competing there with my cousin Phoebe, and I was just filming it. And Sefa was there too.
Yeah.
But I didn't know Sefa.
Oh, true.
No, I didn't know him.
Yeah.
I know him now.
Yeah.
But after that comp, I got to know him.
Oh,
But that was the first time I saw him as well. I'm just jumping around. I think he was probably filming a group as well at that time. But anyways, that moment, when you came and when he came and he said hi, I felt so bad, because I've had people like that before that come and say hi, but when they say my name, that's when I'm trying to cycle back in my mind, like. I'm like, who's this guy? Like, what's the name? And nothing came across. So I think you guys went upstairs, or you guys were sitting on the stand.
Yeah, on the stands.
And then I came up again.
Yeah.
That because I wasn't filming, so I came up and said hi to a few boys, and then I just made my way to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just had to make sure, like who you were. Yeah. And so you said your name, and then when you said iPhone Mars, and I believe that's what we said. I was just like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry because I don't see your face on the stories only, so I don't know who's who.
Sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's what happened with Mike as well. Because I messaged him a bit on iPhone Mars.
Yeah.
And he's good too with responding.
Yeah.
And then I met him and I was like, hey, something like, and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, iPhone Mars.
Yeah.
This was at one of our shows, and when he was shooting for the Coconut, Coconut TV.
Oh yeah,
Mike was shooting for them.
Was it for Fresh? Fresh TV?
Oh, Fresh.
But
Fresh.
no, but Coconut, I think is the YouTube thing that they post. Fresh posts their stuff to. Yeah.
Yeah, he was shooting for them for the Brisbane Arts Festival.
Oh, so you guys performed there?
Yeah, and that's when I met him, and I was like fanboying again.
Oh man! And this is because you said 2020, 2021. What year was this, man? That I met you.
Oh, I met you in 2022.
2022.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I started following you from 2020 or 2020.
And was that around the same time, roughly that year that you met Mika as well? Or
same year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that same year.
I know when I saw your stuff, like the name iPhone Mars, like what's the meaning behind that name?
Oh, it was only because originally I was shooting off my phone.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Your iPhone?
Yeah. So I started off on my phone, and I eventually picked up a camera, and then I just kept the name.
Yeah.
But I think some people thought that most of my content were shot on an iPhone, and I was like, sorry guys, I got a camera now.
Oh.
Call me Tony Marzhew now. So they Tony Marzhew.
Oh. Yeah, so that's a while back. A lot's happened since then for you. Hey, a lot's happened for you. So we'll probably go through this and like peel it more back as we talk.
Yeah.
But so you started with your iPhone, and is this in 2020?
Oh, I started my iPhone like as a hobby in 2019.
Oh, 2019.
And then I picked up a camera in 2020.
But you weren't like that far behind me then.
Oh,
like yeah, because I was shooting on my phone 2017 and 2018. I think it was around towards the July or August of 2018 is when I got my camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I was still figuring it out, like trying to understand how it works. And then 2019 is when I like properly did it. Yeah, but you weren't that far behind me.
Yeah, see, 2020 when I picked up camera, I was just doing like local work. Like, it wasn't even work. It was just one of the boys. Like mostly my friends, they were. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd be here. Because like some of them, like shout out to Hills Bloodline, Bloodline Dance Company.
I think my cousin Helen.
Yeah, Helen. We used to dance.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Helen. Helen's my first cousin.
He's
so her dad and my mom siblings.
Oh,
yup.
Nah, 2020. My older brother gave me a camera. It was his old camera. It was an APS-C A6000. And he gave me his lenses. I had a 50mm 1.8, and at the time I was still learning how to shoot. And then Hills asked me if I could start, or if I could film some of their team's dance videos.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I was jamming that. And it wasn't till, I think, 2021, it wasn't till then, when I started to, like, really actually grow and get better.
Yeah, nice.
But, the whole 2020 was just learning.
Discovering,
how to use it. How to use a camera. Yeah,
sweet. When you were filming on your iPhone, were you editing on there as well?
Yeah.
What program were you using or app?
I used to use Video Leap.
Video Leap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the best.
Yeah, but there was quite a few too.
Yeah, there were heaps. But,
okay.
Yeah, I was using Video Leap.
Yeah.
And I was just recording anything, pretty much random stuff. I used to go hiking a lot with my brothers, and we used to go just to get shots and stuff. They were the camera heads at the time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were the camera heads. And
are these your older brothers?
Yeah. And I got one younger than me.
Oh, how many siblings you have?
It's one of those first cousins, but we were all raised together in the same house.
Oh, okay.
Up. Yeah, but biologically, I got there's four of us.
Oh yeah.
One. I got one older brother.
Yeah.
And then,
okay.
bro, heaps of boy cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they started the creative path like before you,
Yeah,
like
pretty
first,
much.
kind of.
Yeah. So yeah, it was older. It was my older usos that started filming. One of them, Greg, we call him Big Greg because
Yeah.
there's two Gregs. One of them, so Big Greg started filming in around 2010, 2011. That's when he picked up camera. But
Yeah.
at that time, I was like primary school. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
true.
and then we had Shonga. He picked up a camera in like, I'd say 2014, 2015.
So those brothers of yours, cousins maybe as
Yeah,
well?
yeah.
Yeah. So they started the creative stuff first, and then like were they posting all of these things to like their socials?
Yeah, they'll post some of their work. And sometimes they'll just share it with me. Like when I'd go over for coffee or sleepover.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they'll just show, because we'll kind of just like show each other our work
Yeah.
and kind of get inspiration from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were they shooting at the time? Like,
At the time, when I started, or
oh,
like
those
just before,
your brothers. Yeah. What
Yeah.
what was the kind of things that they were shooting?
none of them had done filming like as like a job. Like it was mostly as a hobby, and it was mostly just like hiking videos,
Yeah.
shots out in the mountains.
Oh, okay. So
Photos,
like scenery,
videos.
landscape
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
landscape,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, okay. And you were with them? Like
Yeah.
you were going along with them?
Yeah.
Doing all of that?
Or like Shonga, he used to he would do his own little experimental projects.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, experimental projects.
yeah.
So like some solo projects, and then I believe 2019, him and my little brother Von, they went to New Zealand, to Queenstown for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They just spent the whole trip just traveling, shooting
Oh.
photos, videos. Yeah.
Man, okay, so they must love the scenery, eh? Like
Yeah,
those guys. That so if we fast forward to today, are they still like shooting?
Yeah. Still
Oh,
shooting
okay.
as a hobby.
Oh, still okay.
Yeah.
So it started as a hobby and it still
Yeah.
remains
Still.
as a hobby for them.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I kind of was blessed to be able to have this as my job, and my goal is to get them a part of it as well.
Oh, nice.
I think I was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Meeting the Usos at HSG, he pretty much took me on board.
So I'm just trying to track a log, like with how your progress or how your journey was from the beginning, coming slowly and towards to this point here. So we'll fast track a little bit. So at the time you were shooting on your phone,
Yep,
with your brothers, and then when did you pick up that camera? 2020.
2020, yeah.
2020,
Yeah.
and was it given to you? Did you say?
Yeah, it was given to me by my older brother, Greg.
Yeah,
He
with lenses.
Yeah, he plays for he plays footy, the one that plays footy.
Oh yeah, for who?
For the Knights,
Oh, true.
Newcastle. Yeah. So at the time he was with he was with Parramatta.
Now?
At the time. No,
Oh,
in
back then?
2020.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was actually with Titans.
Oh yeah,
He just came from Parramatta. But they have this option where each club have a budget for people who want to study or take up another career as a backup.
They had that.
Yeah. At the
Have
club.
they always had that, or did they just start that?
Yeah, they've each club's got like a set budget. I don't know what the official name is, but so he used that budget to get a whole new camera. I think a computer as well, because he wanted to. He's into photography.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once he got his A7R3, he gave me his APS-C camera. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, that's pretty nice of the footy community or club, or is it like the whole NRL thing? Like
I
do
feel
they
like it's
do
the
that
whole
for all
NRL.
the teams?
I feel like the NRL gives each club a set budget for their players to I think it's to encourage like having something as a backup career once
Yeah,
footy's
so
done.
once they,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I'm going to just talk about it a little bit, but I think that that's a common thing where, like, I'd say a couple of years ago, where once the footy players finish their footy, like, period, I think that's, they kind of get lost there when they get, like, released or retired, and then, like, they have nothing else to go to, or they didn't even, well, I won't say they didn't even, but, like, they didn't build something so that way they fall onto it and keep the income coming in. You know what I mean? But now I see them, like now I'm like, oh, some of them, they start a clothing brand. Some of them go, like, I think I've seen a few do podcasts. So podcasts, like it's good. That's good. So I see I see what they're doing for it. I think it's good for them, because they have this talent, bro, to play footy, but it can only go for so long.
My brother was saying the average, an average NRL player's career lasts only 50 games, or less than 50 games.
Oh, true.
So that's about, there's 26 games in a season.
Yeah, that's
so
not
like
much,
2 seasons.
Yeah. That's why they celebrate those ones when they're like, 50th game or 100th game.
So my brother had his 50th this year.
True.
2 months ago.
Shout out to your brother, bro.
Hey, shout out. Shoutouts.
Shout out to him, man. Blessing you with your first APS-C camera.
And that camera that he got from the Titans.
Oh,
that he had the A7R3.
Oh, yeah?
That's the one I got.
Oh, like now?
So I was just been scabbing off that dude.
Oh.
I was just like, Oos, you're not even using your camera, man. Let me jam it.
I don't see any content. Let me create the content.
Now he's got another new camera. That, he used the budget from the Knights.
Yeah.
So
you must love, like, the creative side of stuff.
Yeah.
I think maybe the only thing that's on him is maybe time, like, to go do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like he's done a few videos here and there for some local bars in Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
This year, so it's good to see because before he was just shooting as a hobby.
Yeah.
But
and I think it's different, Like, I think when you do the creative stuff, you gotta always train it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you leave it too long, I'm not saying it will go away, but it will take a little while to get back into.
It's just like like training is.
Yeah. Like, exactly.
It's just like you just gotta get reps on.
Yeah. And then you realize, like, the more reps you put in, the better you get.
Yeah.
But the moment you put it on, like, hold, or like it comes stall, like, everything that you work, like, to that level, like, slowly goes away. But then you just have to bring yourself back up to there. Whereas if you kept going, you could be going beyond that, Like,
so that was my first ever taste. As soon as I got a taste of that camera, I shake. Well, sorry to the A6000. Man.
Nah, 100%. It's massive, Like, it's funny because you hear about it. You hear from people like, man, full frame,
Yeah.
But I know for me, because I was in the APS-C for long myself. Yeah. I think I was in it for a good 2.5, almost 3 years of, like, my proper career. So I did a lot of weddings with those cameras, And I got so used to it because then I knew how to, like, get my exposures and that just right, so then it doesn't mess me up in the editing. Yeah, because, like, bro, especially with, like, the lighting and being a small sensor, when you get all the colors, or if you go and the light's a bit funny, then you have to come and try and shift the colors, and the editing was a bit stressful. But once I saw full frame, and then just the quality, bro, like, the quality and just all the detail that I can get, and then I could stretch things a little bit more better than what I did with the APS-C. But man, I love the APS-C because I was born there, you're the same,
God.
So I think the cool thing is, like, we know that field. Yeah. So if we ever go back to that field, we'll be like, it's not new to us, you know.
Yeah.
I had, like, my first one was the A6500, and then A6400, and then they made a A7C, so
Yeah.
it's like the same size pretty much
Yeah.
of a compact.
Full frame, yeah.
A full frame, yeah. So that was the way I crossed over. Like once I got that, and because it's expensive.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
is,
like
man.
APS-C was more within my range of
Yeah.
like what I could afford.
Ah,
You know, so I was just like, oh, I'll just run it with this.
it
Once they
still,
drop,
it still produces good,
yeah,
good quality
bro.
stuff.
See, and I love the Sigma lenses that they have
Yeah,
for the APS-C line.
and
Like,
cheap too.
cheaper, yeah. So once I once I saw that, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll stay with the APS-C because it like I could still
Yeah.
get a sharp view from it. So I was like, oh yeah, this is all good. But then yeah, once I once I tasted the A7C and I saw the full frame, oh man, I just had to sell.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the only way like for me to fund myself so that I could like get more full frame lenses. I had to let it go. But yeah, it was cool. I love that part of my journey when
Yeah.
I went through that, because I'm not putting down anyone like with the full frame cameras.
yeah.
But some people that shoot on the APS-C, man, they can produce some bangers out
Yeah.
of that, man. Like
Ah,
better
no.
than the full framers.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me. That was my learning step. So when I jumped to full frame, I jumped there knowing that like I've known the APS-C well enough,
Yeah.
so that when I get there, I'm like, okay, I just got to learn a few new things.
Yeah.
I wasn't just straight jump in there and absolutely learn everything, like or try to learn
Yeah.
everything. Same to you? Same for you?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just like I had more range to work with. Like
Yeah. Because you got the R. Did you say the
A7R,
A7R?
yeah. There's it's mainly a photo camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you can still use it for video,
Yeah,
eh? What's the megapixels on that one?
48.
Wow, that's solid.
Yeah.
That's mean, man.
That's man. Not. Have you seen the A7R 4?
A7R4. Nah.
62
Oh, really?
megapixels. Sure.
Holy.
And 120 4K.
On that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, what the heck?
When
That's
did they release that one?
I think a couple years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
It's a
no.
beast, man.
Mind you, man, cameras are always evolving every
Yeah.
year, man. That's the thing with this lane.
Yeah,
eh?
no.
It's like you gotta be very careful. Would you say, like, with
Yeah, I
how you
reckon.
buy things?
But then again, I haven't even bought my own camera yet. I just be scabbing off my brothers.
Man, you know what? That's a blessing, I
Yeah.
would say. You know, I mean, like a lot of us don't have that like convenience, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so that's cool. Oh, what? And the lenses as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I currently have. I think I've had my little brother's cameras for the last month now.
Oh yeah,
I even went to Fiji with his camera. He has the A7S3,
yeah.
and he's also got the Black Magic that I've been trying to
Alright.
practice on. Yeah.
Black Magic.
6K.
Yeah.
That's cinema pocket camera.
Yeah. Is that the brand? Is it called Black Magic? I think
Yeah,
it is,
Black
eh?
Magic, yeah.
Yeah. Because they have like a what's their editing system?
Oh, DaVinci.
DaVinci.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
man, that's very different, eh? From the Sony. Did you
Yeah.
say you played with the Black Magic?
Yeah, way different. The files, I've shot a video where I've used 6K Blackmagic RAW. The clips are like averaging from 10 gigabytes up to 80, depending on how long you shoot for.
That's why people have a SSD
Yeah,
like attached
yeah,
to it, eh?
yeah. But man, the dynamic range, and the
the
footage, bruh,
Me.
colors, beautiful, man.
Oh, that's the trick, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense
That's
why
what I found,
the
yeah.
files are so massive.
Yeah.
Because of all the
Way
data
more,
and
yeah.
information
Lot of
that's
data,
caught, you know.
straight up, man.
What's some of the shots that you've been blessed to do lately? Or let's just say within the first couple of years that you started
First
properly.
couple,
Yeah, what were some of the events that you were shooting back then?
So I'd say, because I was a bit on and off,
Mm.
I didn't, 2021, I took it seriously for about 2 months.
Oh yeah.
2 to 3 months.
Were you on and off because did you have a day job or something?
Yeah, I had a day job, and then I tried to take filming seriously. Probably only lasted 3 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just I think I just rushed into it.
Oh okay.
Yeah, like I think I just liked the idea of getting paid for doing something I love.
Yeah, yeah.
Over my day job.
Yeah.
But I didn't really, at the time, I didn't really have like a set plan.
With what you went through, I think a lot of us go through that. Like, you know, you go through a phase where you're like, oh man, you know what? I'm a try.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if others are doing it, surely I can do it too, you know? What was it that made you kind of realize like, oh dang, this is... Like, did you come to a point where you're like, this is a bit harder than what you thought?
Yeah, man. Like, not saying that I didn't... I feel like I took a dub from those 3 months. Like, I learned a lot. You know, I got to shoot at some nightclubs where I learned how to shoot different styles. I learned how to use a flash.
Yeah.
I learned how to pretty much shoot in the dark. So that's a dub that I took from those 3 months. But I realized when like I just knew I had to be at that time. I don't think I was mature in a sense where I wasn't like disciplined enough to organize, plan like a month ahead or even just a week ahead. Even trying to get clients, I thought it would be easy to get clients.
Yeah.
But man, you got to really work for it.
Yeah. I like that. I liked how you're taking a positive from from a route that you were trying to pursue, you know, and you took a dub out of that, a positive. Because I think I know for myself, if I pull back on some of my experiences that I went through, I used to get stuck on certain things like that where I had a certain goal that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Little did I know, I wasn't paying enough attention to other things that I was learning as I was going, you know? And then I ended up being just frustrated at not achieving the thing that I actually set out to do. But for you to look at the other perspective and be like, oh, man, I actually learned how to use the light in a dark situation. That's good, man. And I think it's important for us to like learn how to bring our focus to other small things, you know, that we like kind of oversee or don't pay enough attention to, because all those little steps, big or small, man, it really adds up, and then it helps us be who we are today.
It's easy to get I feel like it's easy to get so caught up in all the work. You tend to forget like all the little things that you learn. So at the time I thought I copped a massive L, but in hindsight, looking back at it now, like, man, I've learned a lot from those 3 months. So that's why I say big dub from those 3 months, big learning curve. I think you gotta go through it. I think you gotta just 100. Jump in there, and that's the only way to learn.
100%, man.
Go through it.
100%. And you know, like this creative lane is it's just like anything else. It's just like life. It's meant to be hard, man. It's meant to mold us into a better person, you know?
That's it.
And so it's good. It's good that you have that as a reminder, and this is a reminder for everybody as well. That's gonna, if you haven't been through it, you'll go through it soon. You know? It's
just
like,
be uncomfortable. That's the only place you're gonna grow. That's what I've seen a lot of motivational speakers say.
Be uncomfortable. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. But you know what's cool though? That saying applies, like, it doesn't just apply to us as videographers. It's to life. When you go to the gym, it's the same thing. You're gonna get uncomfortable there, but you gotta love it. Like somehow there's like you're in the moment. You don't see the joy in it. Like when you're in the moment, right? But afterwards, like, you know, whether it's physical growth or mental growth, spiritual growth, whatever it is, that's when you start to appreciate, you know, you're like, I needed that. It's just in the moment, it's very hard. So I believe, like, you know, that's where people can either make or break.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
it
having
all
that discipline in the moment. Eh?
yeah, and it comes down to you as a person, like your type of character. How are you built? You know, are you built for this? Like
Yep.
it's really it's deeper than
Yeah.
what you're actually doing, right, man? So you went through that phase there.
Yep.
You shot a couple of those things.
That
You
was
did a couple
end
of
of
weddings.
2021.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that year I did my. So we shot our older soul's wedding that year, 2021.
You did?
Mo, yeah, he's actually my older cousin, but yeah, same thing, older brother.
Yeah.
Me, and two of my other brothers, we filmed it and shot it.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Oh, just because we were,
Oh.
it was natural because we all, obviously were shooting at the time as a hobby. So he just got us to do it. I was filming. Greg was doing photos. Greg and Sean were doing photos, and my other brother, little brother, he was filming as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our first experience doing weddings.
That's an experience to do with your other siblings, or your brothers, like family. Let's fast forward a little bit. To this day, do you still kind of take weddings?
Yeah, we haven't yet, but that's the goal. The goal is to get more weddings.
Yeah.
Especially for HSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to get more weddings. Hopefully soon. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well, while we're on that topic, on the HSG.
Yep. HSG.
Yeah. How did you get into that? Like, how did that all happen for you?
Oh man, this is gonna be a good story, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Okay, so we have those who's Baz, Benna, Jimmy, at the time, and Chief as well. You probably know Chief Carlos Matazia.
Yeah.
Masini's brother.
Masini, yeah.
So last year, 2023, I wasn't shooting much, like in the first half of the year. It wasn't till the second half, like around July. Benna and his older brother, they're two boys from the gym.
Oh, from Ruckus?
Ruckus, yeah, sorry. So Baz, Benna and Chief, they all train at Ruckus. And I had just finished doing a 70-day challenge with them.
Yeah.
So that's when we kind of got a little tight, little close. Benna told me at the end of the challenge, he helped me up and asked if I could film his better journey. So him and his older brother were getting their malo fie done. So malo fie is just a formal Samoan word for the better.
Yeah.
In July. In July they got it done. And I was filming them for 2 weeks straight. So I pretty much stayed with them from the first day all the way to the second week. At the time, I didn't know they owned HSG. All I knew was...
So it was already on?
Yeah. HSG's been going on for... Oh, well, their company has been running for 3 years, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So at the time, they were just telling me they were support workers.
Oh, that's what the purpose was for when they built that company? Was it for support workers?
Yeah, it's for us. It's support work. For NDIS, child safety.
Oh,
and that.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the time, he was just like, especially Benna, one of the directors of HSG. He was just telling me, "Oh, now I'm just a support worker." And then by the end of those 2 weeks, by the end of their journey, that's when I found out they actually owned the company.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously, naturally, you're going to get close to the boys if you're sleeping with them, filming them the whole time. And anyone who knows or who's witnessed a better being done, they'll know how much time and effort goes into just being at that house with the boys.
Man.
So naturally, I got close to the boys after those 2 weeks. And then a week later, I believe, was it a week? A couple of weeks later, sorry, I got a call from Jimmy, Ruben's older brother.
Yeah.
So it's Jimmy and Ruben that got tatted. Jimmy gave me a call and he pretty much asked me, he was like, "Hey, how do you feel about working for HSG and starting our media side of things?" And I was like, I was just like, I was kind of like shocked, but I was also like, I felt, I'd say I was a bit emotional because it was like, it's like a dream to be able to do what you love.
And you had, sorry to cut you off, but you had that idea years ago too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And maybe at that time you're trying to figure it out. How do you do that? How do I make it become like, you know, a living for me? You know? So if we fast track that to this moment when they call you, it's like you'll be flushed with all of that.
Yeah, because I was like, man, I remember when I tried and I failed. But to be able to get that opportunity, it was like massive for me. Yeah, it took me a bit to realize, but it was just a testament of sticking with it, and you know, just keep pushing through, keep going, and also just like making the most of any opportunity that you get. I could have easily told the boys, "Oh, sorry, man, it's too big of a like thing for me to film," because like seeing as I wasn't filming at the time, they've asked me to film a documentary of their journey. When they asked me, I was a bit, you know, it was daunting for me, just like seeing how big of how big of a task it was. But I'm just blessed that I went through with it, that I accepted it, and thank God that I did. And
big time.
Yeah, it was massively.
Shucks. Man, I'm just going to have a moment to think, because there's a lot going on in my mind when you're sharing that story. But it really does stem back to everything that you went through.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking years. I'm not talking within, like, you know, just recently. Like, all the years that you've been filming. And, like, I know for myself, even when you film for free, you know how, like, you go through that process where you're just filming for free, and then you have times, you know, you have days where you're just like, that's not worth it. I gotta shoot all this for free. I gotta spend all these hours editing. But you just don't know. Like, you don't know what's ahead, eh?
That's it, man.
You know? And like, I'm sure that this is what was going through, like, your mind. Like, because you weren't just taking, like, you being asked or given this opportunity, like, you'll have a flush, like what I said before, like a flush of memories, and you'll be taken back to moments where you're just like, you then say to yourself, or you feel that you're so grateful, like, because it was struggle, it was hard back then, but then now that, like, this opportunity has been given to you, you're like, man, I'm so grateful, like, I stuck it out.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know,
for
like,
sure. Even when I'm in, like, traveling for work, like, I get flashbacks anywhere. That's the only way I stay grounded. Like just remember where I came from, and also remember those times when I was, like, working my day job and just dreading and then just wanting to do what I'm currently doing. That's what takes me back, and always trying to stay grounded.
It all paid off for you. It really did, man. Like, you know, I'm so happy for you, man.
Thanks, Zeus.
Wow, this is a good hit.
But I still try to remind myself, man, never get complacent. Just keep trying to get better, keep trying to improve. Improve. But keep trying to improve it. Because there's always someone else working just as hard. You know, and I always think there's other people that would die to be, not die, but, like, you know, that are wanting to be in this position. So I try and stay grateful, and also try and keep working hard.
Like, you could also look at it as and I'm not saying this in a negative way, not meaning this in a bad way, but, like, another eye opener to it can be, like, out of everybody, out of all the creatives, you know, they could have reached out to, like, gun creatives. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking.
They could reach out to anybody, but then you're like, they chose you. You just don't know, man. You know, and I've had things like that too in my mind, where I'm just like, man, this guy's, like, way better than me. You know, like, but there's always a reason. There's a deeper reason why people come to you. You probably won't fully understand it, and you might never understand it. You know, but see, you put in those extra reps and those extra works beforehand. You started a relationship with them beforehand, before they even offered this to you, before you even knew that you were gonna get an option like this, right? So it just goes to show, like, relationships is key.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I think this ties in so well with your experience, because you were building a relationship. Little did you know what the outcome was gonna be.
That's it, man.
From this.
And at the time when I don't think I told much people, like not even my friends. Last year I was working at Suncorp. I was doing insurance claims. I was an insurance manager, and I was working in the city. I lost my job in June. The month before I did the filming. I lost my job last year. And I didn't even tell the boys, but I lost my job, and then I was like, obviously losing your job, you know, I was scrambling at the time, and I was like a bit of pressure at the time as well, like a bit of stress, like trying to figure out what to do, and I felt a bit lost, like.
And you kept this all to yourself?
No, my family knew, my partner knew, but
not your boys.
Yeah, not my boys, not even not till it wasn't until after they hit me up for the bitter. But even then when they hit me up with to film their journey, I was still like worried about the future. I was still worried about what's to come, because I didn't have income at the time. So at the time I was thinking, okay, I gotta get back into filming. I gotta start looking for clients. I gotta start planning. And I remember me and my partner were stressing at the time.
Were you guys living on your own as well? Like,
So we still live with our families.
Okay,
yeah. So I was just going through the motions, I reckon. So all that to say, to get that call was even more like impactful, and it made it even more emotional for me too. But I couldn't stop praying after that call, like thanking God, like, man, for that blessing. It was. I get a bit emotional now just thinking about it, but
I'm feeling it too.
So at a time where, like, I thought I didn't have things sorted, at a time where I feel like I was at a low point, I got God blessed me, and I was like, I felt undeserving of it too. So bruh, I thank him every day for it. Like, any time I get, I just do a little brief prayer. But man, I didn't even think about it in depth until now.
Till now,
So just being caught up.
And that's why I love doing this. Like, that's why I love doing this, because I've had conversations with people as well. When you break it down, man, it really goes right to the core. But the cool thing about the podcast is, like, you have more memories that come back because you're in the topic. You know what I mean?
That's it.
But for yours, man, it's so beautiful, because I feel like when you're at the lowest of the lowest, like, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you're at the lowest, like, and then somehow, bro, like, just somehow, and the beautiful thing about it is, like, it's when you need it the most, but you don't know how you're gonna get it, and then it pulls through, but it comes through in the most like unexpected way.
That's it, man.
That's why you feel so undeserving, because it's just like it's a massive thing for you, because you're really looking for something.
You couldn't have said it any better. Like, it was so unexpected. I felt so undeserving. But then I just thought, I gotta make sure I give it my all now. Make the most of it. Make the most of the opportunity.
And you have, man.
Oh man,
Bro, I can see it in your work. I really can, and I love the way that you give it back to God. Like, I think like if anything, man, that guy is the one that always calls the shots. Hey,
Yeah,
God always
that's it,
calls
man.
the shots. You know, when we get caught up in other things in life and we let the world take over,
Yeah.
you know, we forget Him.
Yeah.
We can get a little bit lost,
Yeah.
you know. But sometimes if that's all you got left is Him, and you just hold
Yeah.
on to Him, bro, clutch,
Hey,
he
clutches.
comes in like you don't go like, you know, just like, He doesn't just give you 10-20%, man. If you hold on strong to Him, He'll give you a
Yeah.
massive one, eh?
I remember this quote from a video I watched years ago, 2013. It was, if you fall 1,000 steps away from God, He'll take 999 for you to take that one. And I was like, bro, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not the perfect Christian. Like, I'm not an active follower, or like I'm not an active church goer. I try and go anytime I get the chance to. I still have faith in Him, you know. Yeah, I thank Him every day. I thank Him especially for introducing me to the boys. Shout out to Jimmy, Reuben, Baz, Chief.
All of you guys,
Yeah,
man.
shout
Far
out.
out. That's awesome, man. But yeah, I think like, you know, I know like with what you said before, that you like feel undeserving, but I think in God's eyes it's different. You know, like we actually do deserve this. Because you know, we know that He knows our hearts better than anybody here, you know. But I'm the same like you know. I can't claim that I'm an active goer, so, but I believe I will never lose my faith in Him, mate. You know,
Hey, 100%.
yeah. So it's always there. But I love the way you push out your content, like your content that you produce.
Yep.
Like I love it, eh? Like,
Thanks.
what like, do you draw inspiration or something to create that type of way or to push out that type of content?
Mostly from movies. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From I guess yeah, pretty much cinema. Like just watching a lot of movies.
So like
And
the
then also
cinematic.
yeah. And then also local like filmmakers like yourself, Rough Pops, Mike Mika, Sefa. Bro, like I draw inspiration from everyone, especially in our community. But yeah, it started from movies.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers really love watching movies.
Yeah.
We have a favorite director. His name's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, right. What movies has he? What movies has he?
So like some recent ones, or more recent popular ones, is Interstellar, Inception.
Oh, Inception. Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, I've watched Inception. That's a buzzy one. That one.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
and mostly from movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brothers, all my brothers watch anime, so they get their inspiration from anime as well.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Cause I love, like, this is just for me. I love watching content that's different from the normal. Sometimes some of your stories, like, I'll give you an example. Some of them are just like, I think you just have it on a tripod or something.
Yeah.
And you just shoot it like just as that, whether it's like a field, whether it's a petrol station, whether it's just someone's like that type of stuff. Yeah. I like that type because I don't usually see that, you know. But what inspires you to do a shot like that? Like, especially in the moment. Like, do you just do that in the moment, or?
Yeah, I try to. And I think I learned this from Mikey, Rough Pops. He said, if you see something that you like, just shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you'll regret it if you don't get it.
It's true.
Yeah, but that's he sort of put it into words. But before, like, I always had this thought, like, if I see something that I like, I should probably shoot. Like, I want to shoot it. So I was doing it, but I was like I wasn't consistent. But as soon as you said that, then, man, I'll make sure I get that shot. But in terms of like in the moment, shots like the gas station one,
Yeah.
or like just random stuff.
Random, yeah.
My whole I went through a phase where, like, maybe I'm still in the phase, but I seen a quote from this photographer, and he said, "Make the ordinary seem extraordinary." So, I thought that was a challenge, and I thought it was like I thought there was an art to it, to make something, just an everyday object, just make it seem like it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, now that you said that sentence, now it makes sense to me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
of all the shots, because they're
Yeah.
like, we always go to the petrol station.
Yeah.
We just don't look at it at that point of view, or that perspective.
It's just giving everyone a different perspective.
Yeah.
A more,
you know,
artistic perspective. I'll try and say.
Man, that's beautiful, eh? That's beautiful, man. Shucks. That's a good breakdown too. So that's a tip for everybody, man. That's a tip for everybody. That's and it's cool that you get you stay in contact with a lot of the other creators, you know, like Ruffs, man, he's the man.
Yeah.
He's a really good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And very like, one thing I love about that dude, he's very encouraging, eh?
Yeah,
he encourages so many people, regardless of your level. If you're just new, or if you've been in it for a little while, he's still the same. Like, to me, anyways, that's my experience with him.
100%.
We're just gonna swing a little bit to the left now and just talk about some of the shots you did for your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So rest in peace to him.
Thanks. It was rest in peace.
He lived a good life, long life.
Yeah.
What age?
He was 90 this year.
90?
Yeah. Oh, see, that's my grandpa.
Oh, your grandpa?
Yeah, my mom's dad.
Wow.
But he pretty much raised me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I got him tatted on my wrist.
Yeah. I think some of the boys reached out to me saying like that your dad passed away.
He's my dad.
He's my
dad. Yeah.
I love the stuff you did with him.
Thanks, Sus.
Yeah, like I think there was one that you went out to some field or something like that.
Yeah.
With the wheelchair.
Yeah, with the wheelchair.
Yeah.
I was because we look after him. We used to look after him. Any chance that I get, I used to, that field is like 500 meters or maybe even 200 meters from my house.
Oh yeah.
So any chance I get, me and my brother would walk him down to the field just to get some fresh air, and then just maybe do a lap around the block in a wheelchair, just so he can get out the house. And then I just thought it would be good to capture some moments while he was at the field, and then obviously when he passed, I had that shot. Like, I feel bad, but it's kind of my I feel bad, like I don't want people to seem like I just wanted to get it for the views or the likes, but it's kind of my way of interpreting or like expressing myself, how I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah.
So I just that space, that area is kind of like a sentimental spot for me, and
makes sense.
So it was on my heart to just get it out, just to express myself the best way possible, and that's using film.
Yeah, nice.
And
the other thing I wanted to ask you as well is the music. Because when you do posters like that, I don't know, but like, do you make that music, or do you get that music from somewhere? Because it's like very soothing. You know what I mean? Like it adds immersion to it. Yeah.
See, for that piece, I used, it's a real famous piece from our orchestra. I don't know the orchestra.
That's all good.
But the song is called Claire de Lune. It's used a lot in a few movies. It's it's a pretty popular orchestral piece. But I feel like listening to that, it told my story, and at the time how I was feeling, I feel like it spoke to me, and I was actually listening to that song while I was filming. But it was like, when I think about it now, I might sound like a weirdo, but I was bawling my eyes out while I was filming here. Yeah.
Yeah. You would be.
Yeah.
I think because like what you said before, it's sentimental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're in the moment and you're like filming things like that, you know how you said like the song just comes in to
Yep.
your mind? Do you find that happens with you quite a lot? Like with any like
Yeah.
other shoots as well?
Yeah. I think it stems from just me and my family, especially my older brothers, just loving music, I guess. Like to the point where anytime we have a family gathering, it's always we play like a game of like who's got the best song
Oh.
for different categories.
Yeah.
But also just from watching movies,
Yeah.
I think music or music is just what's the word? Just another tool you can use to tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It really does, eh?
Yeah.
Like it adds. If you
Yeah, it
use it
does.
in the right way, you get your visuals, then you get your music and let's say audio.
yeah,
If you use them well, man, that combo right there, man, can do a lot for a viewer.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it,
yeah.
man. And it's just, I feel like I get most of my inspiration from music. So
Yeah.
when I listen to a song, I just get ideas and then I try and shoot to that song.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I've done a few projects like that.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, the shots inspired them. What song will be used?
Yeah. So, can I run one back, like run
Yep.
a memory back?
Yep.
Because now that you explained that, I remember the one you did with Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it was a coffee store, but it was like
With
that.
CJ?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CJ. Is that an instant like that? Is
yeah,
that what you
it
mean?
was. Yeah. Have you seen the music clip to that?
Yeah. Because she's
you know Miss
working in a
Steph? Yeah.
thingy, like a cafe or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
And I was just trying to recreate. Do you know the rapper Most Def?
Yeah.
From
Because he's
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I was like, Solo, what a skunks, dude.
Oh.
No, but I was trying to recreate the shots of him walking in.
Yeah.
When I was looking at it, it was like simple, like nice and like every cut I'll try and replicate.
Yeah.
Cause I was just it was something that I was inspired. Yeah, that song inspired it.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, only because you were talking about it previously. That's what came to my head. I was like, wow. I remember that, baby.
Yeah. That was a fun project. Yeah, definitely a passion project, and it's also a way for me to upskill if you want to be like one of the best in the game.
Yeah.
Just try and recreate what they do, like try and mimic what they do, and
big time.
And naturally you'll grow from it. I learned some good lessons from that shoot. Just framing, how to do static shots, and making the most of your shot types, and that's what I learned from that, which was good.
Yeah. Was that that was an actual cafe?
Yeah, TMB. Shout out to TMB.
Yeah.
Right, that's the spot, man. That's in Hillcrest.
Is it?
Yeah. Hillcrest is in Browns Plains. Yeah, it's a good coffee shop. If you're ever around the area, I reckon you should go to TMB. Taste my bean.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
Did you just like go in and ask them if you could do a shoot in there?
Yeah, it was funny because there's a shot in the video where I needed someone to hand CJ the menu.
Yeah.
Because there's a shot from.
Because that's in the clip too, isn't it? Yeah.
If you watch it closely, it's off as he.
Oh really?
Because the person that I shot, not being racist, but the person that I shot, their skin tone was different as to Alicia Keys. I mean, it's not supposed to be the same, but I found that funny. Yeah. But it was good. The manager
that's detail. You're saying that because your eye for the detail.
Yeah.
And you like what you said. You're recreating, right?
Yeah. Trying to recreate it.
Yeah.
Mate, we asked Rach, because at the time it was me, CJ, and Rachel.
Oh,
we done a comp together.
Oh yes,
Trinity.
Yes.
Trinity.
Just recently.
That was like 2022.
Oh,
Yeah, we
wow.
did the Trinity together. It was female, male.
Oh, Trinity,
Yeah.
Trinity. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
yeah. Anyways, they were all good. Like they were real open with it. And then after we shot it, we sat at that same cafe editing it,
Oh,
just
yeah.
drinking a coffee. We were just editing it, me and CJ.
Do you find that that's the best way to do it? Like, do your shoot and then edit it straight away?
Man,
Do you
I feel
find-
like I've been, I've kind of molded my work style into that style
Yeah.
because I'm not saying it's the way to go about it.
Yeah.
I feel
but
like
for you, like on your perspective,
Yeah.
how was that method
the benefits
work for
of doing it is like you're probably still in that same energy of when you're shooting it, so you still got the ideas. Obviously, one of the biggest benefits is the turnaround time. But I reckon if I could have it my way, I would actually take more time to edit. But I don't think I have the attention span to sit there to like just chip away at it as the days go by.
And you know, to be honest, like everybody's different,
Yeah.
right? Everybody's different. The reason why I asked you that question is because from some of my friends, they say that that's the best way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said because you said that's why I was interested to hear what you were gonna say. But it's pretty much that they said because it's fresh off your mind.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you do the shoot, you come home, and if you do it straight away, you already know what shots you took.
Yeah.
You kind of have an idea where to place them because they felt if they left it too long, when they come back to it,
It's harder to edit.
they gotta go there again.
Yeah.
Like they gotta go there mentally again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I was like, it's nice for me to hear that you do, because I don't do it like that. But ever since I started jamming this, I'll do the potties like later on in the day, and I knock it out quick as.
Oh, that's solid.
But it's 100%. I feel that that's the best way because it's still there like in my mind.
That's true, man. And because I don't know, but I just say like I just feel like if I don't feel, but I always think like what would my I wonder if my videos would turn out different if I did take my time. Like I'm not rushing it, but if I wonder what it would look like if I did just do it like little by little. But I think, man, like ever since I've been in the whole boxing industry where everything's about turnaround time, like shoot, edit, release, shoot, edit. Yeah, that's what kind of like molded my style now. Is
that's good, bro. That's good. If you got it from that's awesome, man. I've only ever done that once. I did that probably 2 weekends ago.
Oh, how was that? How was that? I've seen your stories.
Mean, man. Like I loved it because I've never done it before.
And it's good, It's a good experience.
I loved it because I was in the zone. Like I was in there. I went and filmed it, and I just went straight up. Pulled the laptop, bang, like just on
that's
the.
That's how you know who, like.
But I think what I got from it is because when I got there, I had nothing prepared. Like, it was only when I was sitting there and they were doing the briefing, and then I was like, oh man, if the WODs kick off, then they might just have an hour rest to the next one. So I was like, that's when I started working it in my head. Okay, what songs am I gonna use? So then I just connected the Wi-Fi to my phone, downloaded the songs, and then I thought to myself, okay, what are the events? And they said the last one's a fast one. I was like, okay, that's a slow mo. Like then I started planning.
Nice.
But I only did that within the moment type of thing. So then after the first event, I knew from there. Like I was just like, okay, first song, and then the second one, I was like, okay, I'll try this one. But then the last one, because I knew the last one was really quick, so I'll pull it back. But I liked it because for me, I felt like once it was done, it was done. Like then I came home like stress free.
And you got some mean as content.
But like that was it for me.
That's
never done it. And I was like, man, this is cool. I don't know if I could keep going because I've only done one. You know what I mean? But I'll probably try and jam it again.
That's still full on us, like doing a comp. Like, bro, that's a lot of like filming.
Because she comes up like when my wife came up and she celebrated. I was like done. And I like airdrop it.
That feeling, you feel like a bad dude. You're like,
Hard
nah,
to
it's all done.
turn on the air, drop it, and I go and I eat. Like I'll eat for like 5-10 minutes, down again. You know what I mean? But I think I was in the I think I had a rush as well,
Yeah.
like adrenaline rush myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the floor, but I was rushing because of like the
Yeah.
creativity, like side was just flowing.
I reckon it's a good drill. I reckon it's like a good drill to. But you should probably do at least once or
I think
once
so,
every
man.
week or once every
Yeah.
2 weeks. It's good for like that work not that work ethic, but like just getting used to working fast.
Yeah. No, because like, see, the first one I did, I was just moving up and down the line.
Yeah.
I didn't know where else to stand.
Yeah.
But after I gave her that first clip, then I started to cycle in my head, okay, the next one, what am I going to do? And then I was like, I'm going to move everywhere. Like, so I'm going to go up on the stand. I'm going to go there. But I was running, but I felt good.
Yeah.
Like, because I was just like, I think it's because I had a focus.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't just going to stand there and cheer for them. My focus was to cover as much ground as I can. But it worked well because of the way the WODs were.
Yeah.
Like their second one was like, it was repetitive. It was the same 3 movements. So it made it easy for me it made sense for me to go and get different angles because I can chop them up wherever.
Yeah.
If they do the barbell here, I'm close. And then all of a sudden I'm way back there.
Yeah. Oh,
you see? So I was just planning everything like within the moment. Like once I realized, I didn't realize when I got there, but she's like, oh yeah, we got 3 WODs today. And then I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, what time is your first one start? She's like, oh, this time. And then when's your next one? Hour and a half. And I was like, okay. Then my brain started like flowing. I was like, okay, need songs. And then I was like, okay, what's your WOD? Then she explains it. And I was like, okay, what's your second one? And she goes, oh, it's the same movement. So I was like, okay, same movement, easy. I can go mid, close, far. Like, and then like that. And then the last one was like fast. So I was like, oh, I don't need to move around that quick because I don't have time. I'll just stand there, but I'll slow mo the thing like yeah. So it's cool because it really, especially with your experience, if you have a lot of experience, it's good to give it a test run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's legit what it is.
Pull
it's
them
like
all out.
it's like a test there. It's like, bro, alright, you got this amount of time to produce this much videos.
Yeah.
And the challenge is like how like just thinking on the go. And bro, that's a good test, bro. You should put a name to it, and then like I reckon you should like
but you know
make
what
it
I mean?
a challenge for creators.
Yeah, I think so, or like for myself first, because I gotta try. But it was just cool because it was just energy on energy, but different energy for me, you know. It's cool because, like I said, it pulled all my experiences like forward, and then it's just like a library. It's just like I'm in there in my brain picking out like which ones I'm gonna use, and that's it.
Man, that's crazy. Like to think about it like that.
Yeah.
It's like
but it really is.
It is
like
man.
in your brain, it's the same. Like when you're in a shot and you're like let's say you have one lens, one camera. Okay, how are you gonna create it? Like
that's it, man. It's like it's pretty much just tells you how much. Like it pretty much just exposes you, like exposes your experience, and I reckon it's similar to do you know J. Cole?
J. Cole,
he's a
the
rapper.
Yeah.
So he's got this thing where he puts himself in under 7-minute drills. He tries to make a whole song in 7 minutes.
Oh,
so it's similar to that. Hey, like just testing yourself.
Yeah, true. I didn't even think of that, but like one thing I do give credit to is weddings because I know how to work under pressure. Yeah, like all the weddings I've done over the years, like it taught me to be calm. So it's just a different scene doing like a comp. It's just a different scene from the wedding. But to me, the pressure remains the same because you can't miss. So I just do it to that. I'm like, oh, I just can't miss, but I'm that confident when I did weddings years back not to miss. So the only difference is my flip around, like But it was cool. I loved it, bro. Like,
oh, that's good, man.
I loved it, man.
I had to do something similar for Jaya Putaya. On his fight nights, I like to give live updates.
Yeah.
So when he arrives, when he's getting changed, when he's
Yeah,
doing
I seen that,
pads,
man.
when he's doing warm-ups, all on that night. And
When
I try
you were like in Saudi Arabia.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were in Saudi. So I've travelled with him 3 times now. First time in London, Saudi, and May in Saudi again.
Yeah.
And man, yeah, that first time in London, that was hectic. Yeah, like I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, it was just like you were saying, just filming, and then like just trying to figure out what can I do here, what can I do in certain moments, and then I feel like I think anytime I find a challenge, like oh yeah, I think I just like challenges. Yeah.
It's good for you.
It's fun. It's fun
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah.
See, and I think it's good when you look at it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's always 2 sides to everything, right? There's always the scared side, and then the the acceptance side, where you accept the challenge or you run away from it, right? But accepting it is so more rewarding.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the reason why, and maybe you agree, why people don't accept it is because to fail.
Yeah.
Like, they're scared to fail.
That's exactly what happened last year when I accepted the journey, the Toku.
Yeah. But look at, like, everything that's come with it. Like what you were saying when you shot Joe...
Jimmy and Reuben.
The boxer, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Jaya Patel.
Yeah. Look at the opportunity that's come with that, man.
Yeah, man.
You've gone places where, like, in all honesty, you probably wouldn't be able to go there if you didn't have this job,
man. Yeah.
you know? And the people you met.
100%.
What boxers were you shaking hands with and talking with over there? Heaps.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I was too scared to go up to them. I just took their photos.
But even being in that same space as them, that's massive, man.
Yeah, hard. Like, that's humbling every time I think about it. But even at the time. But it's funny because, like, at the time when I'm in that space, bro, all I'm thinking about is what shot.
Yeah.
So everything, like with all the chaos that's happening, there's one guy just standing there in his own head. Oh, yeah, what can I do here?
Yeah.
That's funny. I find it funny.
But you take that back to, like, for you to get to that spot there, you take that back to everything you went through, and it makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
For 100%. You to be where you are now.
Yeah.
You fly over there, you see, like, other greats, other greats of the world. Here you are, you're just like, you're just there filming. But the fact that you're there, it's so rewarding, massive. I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks, Us.
I really am, mate. Like, I think you're a great example of someone that, like, can come out of a tough spot. Like, there is hope for anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone, when you think when you think, like, where you are, there's no comeback from it. You're a great example of just holding on to whatever you could hold on to, faith, belief, that, something beautiful or positive can really come out from it. And you're proof of that to me.
Oh, thanks, it was appreciated. I think you just gotta be faithful, and even for those who aren't believers, just make the most of every opportunity, and don't be scared. I reckon.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to say that. Yeah, like you said, you can either be scared or you can just accept it. And it's more rewarding.
Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight, looking back at it now, I can see that accepting the challenge, the task last year, has been heaps rewarding for me now. So
yeah, and then I think it's become a normal thing for you now. Like, any challenge that's given to you, you'll take it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'll try it. Like, it's
give it a go.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's all about just giving it a crack. And I'm not saying like I'm perfect, but I'll be more inclined to accept it now than I would be last year. So I reckon that's still a dub.
Yeah, that's really, really good. I think, like, our time has been well spent, man. Honestly, like, the back end of this potty, man, we had a lot of good stuff. But it was really, I think, if anything, the most the biggest highlight of this one was when you shared your experience of how you joined with the media group that you're with. Yeah, that's awesome.
No,
really
thanks,
good to hear.
Can I do a few shoutouts?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nah, it's just because there's a lot of people that I feel like I should thank. Other than my family, or that I haven't mentioned yet, I just wanted to shout out to my friends like Dave, Kirsten. They're the owners of Ruckus.
Yeah.
They pretty much like when they first started their journey, I was filming for them.
When they were dancing.
No, sorry. When they were doing they were at another gym in Woodridge.
Oh yeah.
This was in 2021. So I started filming them there, and I feel like I got a few jobs from there as well. But and then I've obviously naturally being at Ruckus, I get the opportunity to practice and shoot for them, make videos for them.
Yeah.
So I felt like I need to shout out to them, and also to Hills Bloodline. They gave me a practice, they gave me a shot when I first started using a camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Hills and Winnie, and also Bloodline Dance Company. And also, my family, yeah, you already know. And then, HSG, I love you guys. HSG till I die. And then, but, and also, last but not least, to our Heavenly Father, man, pretty much nothing without me.
Big time.
And shout out to Mark. Hey. Honestly, appreciate what you're doing for the community.
Yeah, all good. All good.
Man, like what you're doing is something we need in this community.
Yeah.
And you're bringing us all together too, bro. You should get an awards. Community awards. Come on, man. But like seriously, thank you for giving us this platform, bro. You're pretty much giving us a voice, and you're also giving us exposure as well. So thanks for taking your time out to do this for us. And
all good, man. Thank you for coming out, man. Just a bit of a backstory. Tony pretty much came straight here and we went straight on.
Yeah.
We went straight on, hit record.
So when you listen to my voice now, see when the episode started, that's because that's my waking up voice.
We're warming up.
My voice was was like this. Like, sup, G.
Well, we got there. But yeah, I'm grateful to have you on, Tony, man. But yeah, for those of you, if you don't follow along with his social media platform, I'll have his handles below in the description. But yeah, I'm just very, very grateful. Not just for this time, but for the time that I've known you for, Tony, from way back. I really, really appreciate even those questions that you reached out, even to the recent wedding that you just done. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I watched the highlight and it looked gone already. So I was like, hey, this guy.
So quick backstory on what he's saying. I had a wedding 2 weeks ago and I was nervous. I felt like I didn't have the gear that I needed. But then in hindsight, man, all you need is just the camera and a lens.
100. Yeah.
But anyways, I was so nervous. I messaged Mark. I asked if he had any gears, but he was shooting the wedding. Wedding the same day.
Same.
And he couldn't. He was using his gears, but he gave me advice, bro. Like the wealth of knowledge that this guy has, bro. Honestly, bro. He saved me. You need that aisle shot that he said? That's what I did. Oh, yeah. I went to the front of the aisle and I was to cover 2 areas at once. That was it, man. But
what?
But yeah, I was confident, but I was nervous as.
I can't. That's a cool thing. When I watched that clip, in my mind, that was the first thing. I was like, bro, this guy smashed it, bro. I was like, this guy has got it. But I love the fact that you did reach out there. I appreciate that. But that goes for anybody. Like if you have any questions, if I don't get back to you straight away, I'm sorry, but I will get to you. But Tony is one of those ones. I've known him for a good while. But even then, when he first started, you were reaching out to me, and I wasn't really sure back then, if I was giving the right advice.
And I hadn't met you at the time too.
Yeah. That's a big one. I think like when you haven't met somebody,
Yeah.
but like you have people reach out to you, it's always nice to help, regardless if you know them or not.
Legit, man.
Because it always comes back to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've had this conversation with a lot of people, but somehow it always comes back, and it feels good for your heart. You know,
Yeah.
that you help, especially not neglecting everybody, but especially for the Polynesians, man.
Yeah.
I love our people.
And sorry to cut you off.
Yo.
Like I always believed, like I knew the industry, especially in Queensland, is quite saturated with what we do. But especially, I'm so like happy to realize that like for our people, for Polynesians, there's so much room on the table for everyone to eat.
Plenty.
And it's like and you just want to see everyone win.
Yeah.
You just want to see everyone excel in this industry. Because man, we weren't given the the right tools growing up, but we're here.
Yeah, 100%. Like with what you said, like I feel like you can never, or you should never look at another person as competition.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen in 5 years' time.
That's it.
Right? Like me and you, we might start off as videographers. I might take a path to be a podcast in 5 years' time. You might take a path to start up a media company.
I might be a boxer now. I might be a dancer now.
But the thing is, like, we all start from the same place, but we can grow to something completely different, you know? Yeah, once again, man, thank you, Tony, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate you making it all the way out.